Hello everyone, it's Diane. I've been working on my journals today. I have not done a video because I was catching up with things I had already shown you because I have 6 journals to do everything in. And also there's a lot of racket outside, but it's really quiet right now. Hopefully they've all gone to lunch, even though it is 2:20, so I don't know, maybe they're done for the day. So I figured I'm in here, I'll just turn the camera on and keep doing what I'm doing. So this is the original book that I've been, that I've been working in. So I have the covers partially done. I haven't done the back pocket on the covers. And I have this page done, and this took me a long time to complete today. I had this page and one other one done, and then I had 4 more to do. And the thing is, I spent some time this morning making these little patchwork pockets, and then I discovered that I had already made them on Thursday. I didn't work on these journals for 3 days, and I had forgotten. But that's okay, because now I'll have some to save for another project. So I have all of these pages done for all 6 journals. And I just finished doing all of these, and these require, stenciling here and stamping and just a little bit of collage, and then doing the ruffles here. So I got all that done. Now I'm working on this page. Let me remove this. This is a digital page. I had purchased some photo paper from Amazon, and it turned out to be cardstock, but I printed the digitals on it, and so it's sturdy pages. So this is what I need to do. Just add these pockets, which are already made, and I just stamped some more of these labels, and that's all, besides the ephemera that goes in, which some of it's already done. So I just need to cut out a label, and they're oval, so they won't take long. So I can talk. I don't need to edit this out. I took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off from working on journals, and I did list some items and pack the orders. So it's not like I didn't do any work for the shop, but I want to get to the place where I want to get all caught up with listing de-stash stuff, and then I can really fully take days off from working in here. I mean, I love this, and I have a hard time not being in here doing it. So I'm pretty proud of myself that I did not touch these journals for 3 whole days. And we had daylight savings, as you know. Today's Monday, so I don't know when you'll see this, probably Wednesday. So I always struggle with daylight savings. This is a postcard stamp that I stamped it on coffee dyed scrapbook paper and glued it to another one, and I have some of those already done. And then this is a flashcard, and I know I got some out, but I don't know. Oh, they're right here. I don't think I stenciled them. Oh, I did. Wow, I don't even remember what I did. That's awesome. Okay, so I stenciled the flashcards and did the little bits on top, so that's very good. Boy, this page won't take long. I'll just have to cut labels out. So how about you guys? Do you really struggle with daylight savings? It just, like yesterday, I went to church. I didn't get much sleep, and I went to church, and I did the Sunday school. I love the Sunday school class. It's adult Sunday school. They call it line by line because they go Right now we're doing the book of Mark, and we've been doing it for a year and a half. Since the day I started going to that church was the day they started in the book of Mark. And they just take it line by line and kind of link things back to Old Testament prophecy. And it's really, really good and deep and insightful. And I love that. But I was really struggling to stay awake, and I really didn't feel well. So I left after Sunday school. I drove home, and I was so tired that I actually felt sick. And I felt that way all day. I took a nap, had lunch, and I watched a movie. And I don't do that in the afternoons, but I did. And then I made myself get up and pack my orders. And then I sat on the couch some more. I really, really took a break yesterday. So I slept better, a little bit better last night. But I still feel groggy because it's the daylight savings thing. I hate it. Now, this one looks a little narrower, but I think this will still fit in there. This is like a handmade paper that I tore, inked around the edges, and then added the stamped piece right here, and just a couple of die cut embellishments. Everything's inked. And this will go in there, and this will go in there once the glue dries. They all look a little different. This one has a different stamp on it, and that one is narrower. So I'm going to make it a tuck spot and not glue this side. I love this minty green handmade paper. I have all of the signatures laid out on the floor behind me, and I just take whatever page I'm working on out of each signature, complete them, put them back, and get the next page. I'd really like to get these done tomorrow, if possible. I just don't know. I'm not trying to rush it, but I'm hoping, because I've got a lot of the ephemera done, more than I thought I did actually. So I'm hoping I can get them done tomorrow, because I have a journal, a set of journals that I want to work on that they were not even on my radar. And when I was organizing stuff over the weekend, I think it was Friday, I found these books, and I was like, oh, they need to be done now. They just have to be, because they're springy. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm really excited about getting started on them. Well, there's somebody out there working. I can hear the equipment driving around. Oh, I think I forgot the label on the last one. The last two. We had a cold and blustery weekend. I think it was Saturday. It was pouring rain all day. And Sunday it rained and snowed. And it snowed overnight. You know, not a lot of snow, but I did have snow on my porch today. But then we're going to have weather in the upper 60s midweek, so you know, it's changeable March weather. I stamped extra of these labels so I can have some in my stash. off center here. I think my camera's in a different spot. I mean, it's still on the same holder that's still clipped to the same, but I think the neck arrangement is moved. So I need to be careful where I'm positioning myself, my work area here. This is a Prima label. I don't know the name of the set, but maybe it's not Prima. I think I said that before because my Prima ones have white rubber and this has a white back, so I don't know. I have no idea what that brand is, but it's pretty, isn't it? Okay. Now I can stick that in there. And put this in here. Yeah, it's a good thing I left that open. And this has had time to dry. So this can go in there. And this can go in there. And there we go. That's it. There's writing space and space for you to journal or glue stuff. And then I have my music paper. And all I have to do for that is stamp. And I had said in one video that I could do the same sorts of things, but maybe change the images and stuff. But I'm going to use the same images for all of them. So I need to find those stamps. I need to remember what they are. There's that one. See, I have this collection here of just decorative stamps, so they're from all different collections. Yep, they're all in there. Easy peasy. Now I like that they cut this opening out so that you don't get ink on it and then the ink transfers to your page. Like with the postcard stamp. I'm thinking I might not even keep that postcard stamp because it's such a pain. But it's not, oops, don't take that off. You need that. It's not on a block, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, so I'm hanging on to it for now. This one might be graphic 45, this one, but I think that one is Stampin' Up, but I don't know for sure. They're all old. But that's the lid. But this might be from the graphic 45 Couture collection. Just keep these on their blocks. The reason I think these are Stampin' Up is because they're not sticky. So they might be the old ones. table, which probably bumped you. I'm going to have my grandson here when he's done with school, my older one. We just started doing a bit of a Bible study every other Monday. His mom is off work every other Monday, so the Monday that she works, I go pick him up when he's done with school. And we've only done it once. We have a little Bible study, and today I'm going to get pizza. I was thinking about getting a little personal pizza from a local pizza shop, but I usually don't go out and get myself food and make food at home. I don't usually make a special trip to go out and buy a meal like that, but I thought I would like to have one of those pizzas today, so I think hopefully he'll join me and we'll get a pizza and then come home to do our Bible study and eat our pizza first and then do our Bible study if he wants to. Missed a spot there, but we're going for a kind of a rustic look with these journals anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yep. My power went out a couple of times while they were working. That was another reason why I didn't want to do a video. My camera is run by battery, of course, my phone, but I would have lost my light. I have a lineup of projects. I have one, thinking about what's next in my head. 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 projects lined up in my head, in my book that I keep for what's next. This is the last one. It goes so much faster if I do them all at once. While I have everything out, all the stamps on their blocks. Got one again. This paper even has some staining. I don't know if it's coffee dye stain or what. I only pulled 3 papers for this video, but I think the next one's going to require a little more work. Oh, yeah, that's right. This goes here. And we're going to do the coffee dyed paper. It has a lot of some stenciling and some collaged stamping, and this paper collage, and I'm pretty sure I didn't already do that one. So I'm just going to start by doing the stenciling and stamping. This one was dyed with tape lace placemat, but I'm stenciling on the inside anyway. I'm using the Tailor Made Journals new stencils from both of her sets. She has 2 collections, but they're both new. This kind of has an Art Deco look to it. And it would go well with the other one she did. I don't remember which set this was in. I think this must be in the second set. But the first set had Art Deco that kind of looks like Empire State Building types of buildings, or you can turn it the other way, and you can use it both ways. But anyway, this would go good with that. All right, now I'm going to stamp. Let me just see what stamps I used. Yep, that's that one. That's that one. I cleaned all my stamps up and put them all away when I finished the first journal, just so I could start fresh. So I know where everything is stamp-wise. Use that one. And I need one more. Down the bottom of the pile, of course. Oh, actually I need 2 more, but they're both in there. These are Lorna stamps also. Vintage Market and that French one. Okay, and I am using the Acorn ink because I love the reddish color. So I love it especially on the pink, but we're going to use it on the green also. Set these stamps somewhere where I won't lay anything on top of them because I didn't clean them off yet. Okay, so, oh, I need one more. I have a date stamp right there. It's one of the Sampool stamps, I'm sure. Well, I guess I could just use another number. Doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to stamp that off the page. those stamps on the block with a pen. Put this on this one. Since I have to do 5 of these, but I don't know if I have, wait, yeah, that could work. These roses are so pretty. This is from the Tim Holtz set. He has 2 different sets that have similar roses, and I can't remember the names. I think one of them is Ladies and Gents. Something like that. I think that's it for that color. Now for black. Did I do that page on video? I can't remember because one of my videos I couldn't upload. But it seems like I did it on video, but I don't know if it's one that you're gonna see. So there's that. And I would just go do all of the pages, all that stamps through, but I don't mind that. Some of this is going to be covered anyway. I would just go back and do all of the stenciling and stamping on all the pages, but since you're watching, I'm just going to do this, and this is not a tuck spot. It's just papers that I collaged together. Did I do them on a background piece? Don't remember. So, let's see what I've got. Just this little basket of little paper pieces. It's wallpaper. That might be from the paper pad that I'm actually using, or the digital kit that I'm actually using. There's some wallpaper that would go well. That's Blue Fern Studio paper. Tim Holtz wallpaper, I think. Digital. Scrapbook paper. Okay. And I have a little bits of lace and some stamped paper there. Looks like I used some of this for the back. I don't have to use everything the same, but just trying to remember what I did. That's a heavy cardstock piece, and that's heavy, so I don't think I want to layer them together. I also don't want to just cover all of that up like I did on the other one. Maybe I'll use this as a background. It's thinner and I can cover it. And I can add some of this. I'm going to see what I have already stamped. Like this. This was stamped on an antique flyleaf page. So it blended into the paper because it was very old and dry paper. So it bled out, which I like. So I use a piece of that. That's the kind of stuff I was looking for. Okay, I'm sure we have enough now, at least for this one. More than enough. Got my little bits of lace. Now I had this piece that I thought was too heavy for the other, but this is a thin paper. Okay, I'm going to glue down all these little background pieces. Except I might change where they go. Let me just figure this out. I think this might be the only piece of ephemera that I have left to make. I think everything else is already made. So I just have to make, nope, not that. What was it? This one. I have to make 4 more. And then the rest of the work will pretty much be stamping, stenciling, stuff like that. And then, of course, putting it all together, sewing it together. Oh, I have to make the last, or the back pocket, cover pocket. All right, there's the background. I'll add some lace and a fleur-de-lis. And what else? Maybe a little bit of this tatting. Now the edges on this look pretty straight. I didn't do a good job of doing the torn edge thing. But it's gonna be, this is gonna be it for one of the journals. I'll try to have the other ones look torn. Since it's going to be glued down, maybe I could have a torn edge just sticking off. I don't know. This goes here, and just, I think maybe, maybe for this one I will make it a little tuck spot, and we'll just have to be careful of that fragile edge. Okay, there's that page. All done. There'll be pages in between there. So let me just show you what the next steps will be. I don't know if there will be any more videos. I don't think so. But you never know. Until the final flip through, I mean. So we did those, we did those, we did that. This is just a plain piece of bonded stationery, and I just clipped some vintage labels and a stamped piece to it. For this one, I will do some more stamping and a little collage on the edge. So that'll take some time. For this, I have these little digital cards that I've had for a long time. They're from, I can't remember what it's called now, but I like the way they look on this day and then date. So I backed them with this textured pink paper, and I just sewed it to the flap, and then there's a little bit of a tuck there, and I took a digital card and stamped one of the Sampool words on it, so that shows on this side. And here's a cluster, and I did make a bunch of clusters, so those are already done. And then this curiosity department page with a little bit of a doily and a scrap of fancy fabric. That's all I did to that. Oh, I do have to make these. These are going to be time consuming. I sprayed this. Maybe there will be another video, so I can show you how I did this page, and maybe we'll construct one of these. These are collaged pockets on vellum with a bunch of stuff tucked in. So maybe one more video. We'll see. I do have a lot of work to do in these. This one has stamping and little bits glued on. I stamped on the doily, but those are already done. Nothing there. And this one has a long side pocket, but I have already made those. I have all these stamped pieces done. And this one, I took a digital long doily and glued it down as a little pocket. So, yeah, I've got some work to do. I'm going to keep going until Adam's ready for me to pick him up. So I'm glad that you came along with me today, and I'll probably see you with more of the same tomorrow, or different, but in the same journal. I'll see you then, and I hope you have a creative day today. Bye-bye.